Hello world and welcome back to my channel Honza's Collection, and in today's video I would like to show you Marvel's Spider-Man from the video game from PlayStation 4 exclusive title Marvel Spider-Man by Insomniac Games. And this guy has a Spider Armor MKIV Suit. This is a 1/6 scale collectible figure by Hot Toys, and as you can see, even the box art is amazing. The gloss effect and the way how he looks is just outstanding. And I have to admit that when I started buying Hot Toys figures, I started with Deadpool from second-hand market, and then I started to look what I could possibly get, and this guy was the first one on my radar because from the promo pictures he just looked incredible, and I just had to have him. When I saw how the luminous effect is looking on him and how glossy is the costume itself, I just had to have him. It doesn't really matter that he is not wearing the basic suit from the video game with the black spider effects on his chest. It's just simply an alternative suit which is only in the video game, not in the movies. So plenty of reasons why not to buy this one, but when I looked at him, I just had to have him, and he helped me to start my Hot Toys collection. Now after a year and something, I finally have him, and even though that he doesn't really fit into my collection that much at this moment, I'm still happy that I have him, and I'm planning to buy Miles Morales from the video game as well, so hopefully I will be able to show you guys some proper diorama. But now, as you can see, this is how the box art looks from the side. This is very interesting, very nice. And here you can see the backdrop of this piece, and here is also another side. This is the top of the box. This is the bottom, and I will show you guys how he looks inside in a minute. So if we want to open this box, we have to do it like this. Then you can also see this side with the nice picture of Spider-Man and some credits. Then we have the figure right here, but I've already taken him out because I didn't want it to waste your time. So now let's just take a closer look at the accessories first. Alright, and now we have all the bits and pieces which comes with Spider-Man, and as you can see, I have already built the base because it's quite complicated to build it, and I will tell you in a second what this piece is all about. But first let's start with the basics. So here we have some classic Spider-Man webs. They are exactly the same as you probably have seen on all Spider-Man figures. The only difference here is that all of them are simply white. There is not a single piece which would be light blue as the one which you can get, for example, with Homemade Suit. So very simple. Then we have this small spider right here, and if you have played the video game, you know exactly what this thing is all about. And I have to say that I am a bit disappointed with this one, because I thought that it will be like a pure metal, because it has this feeling and this look that it could be some metallic or metal piece, but it's not. We only have this metal piece right here, but the rest of it is basically nice nice but still plastic. And then I suggest to be really careful, because you can move with his legs, but only with these red parts. So don't try to push on the gray parts right here, because you could simply break it. So be very careful with this piece. Just put him somewhere, let him be, and you will be fine. Then we have spider eyes. So as usual, very simple, but what is worth mentioning is that he doesn't have only the black paint here, but he has also like the small luminous pieces, like the small circles in the black area. I'm not sure if it's visible enough on the camera, but it is there. And also the eye itself, it's not white as you might expect, but it's light blue, which is nice. And these eyes are on magnets, so if you want to remove them from Spider-Man, you just simply click on this piece right here and it will pop out. So very nice, very simple. And then we have hands, and I really like how they look, because they are very glossy with this nice cherry red paint application. Really nice details, and you have various options which one you can choose from. So this one is for the webs, so you will just simply put it inside. These ones are for you if you want to put him somewhere, for example on the wall, that he's climbing somewhere, and it looks really nicely. It reflects the light amazingly, so I really like how that looks. Then we have these classic whipping hands, which you will use if you want him to shoot webs at somebody. And then this last one is just basically relaxed hand, ready for the fight, but not as much yet, right? So you have this, and if your math is not working here, then obviously I have the rest of his hands on him, but we will take a closer look in a minute. So now I will put it aside and I will show you the base, because it's also quite interesting. So first of all, the base right here, the main part, it is removable. I don't want to remove it right now, and I will explain to you why. But it's worth mentioning that this piece is heavier and a bit higher than the rest of the regular Hot Toys bases. So you know, be aware of that if you want to put him on a base. Then we have this nice spider logo. Maybe I would be happier for some simple base for him, but this is also fine. And then we have this piece right here, and it has been made from various parts, and I will start with this one right here. Alright, so as you can see, first of all, it's a bigger piece than I would expect, so I reckon to consider it if you will be able to even put it somewhere to your D12 or any display which you might have for Spider-Man. So that's one thing. And then we have this UV lights right here, as you can see, but the whole piece just looks very cheap. And this is just simple like carton, and then we have polystyrene right here. So, and then some short cable which goes to the main base right here. And yeah, it just looks cheap. If they would do better job with this, it might have become very very interesting piece for your display, and you would be very happy to put your Spider-Man over there and enjoy it. But here you will have it simply as a thing which needs to be there for him to glow. But mm, uh, uh, it comes from the Silver Sable, right? From the video game, so I would expect some metal or at least something, because it's still like a very expensive figure, and having this piece right here, it's just nonsense. And then you have this base, like the side of this base. So as you can see, it goes from here to there. And the reason why I didn't want it to put it all out once again is that when you will put the wires inside the main base, it's very difficult to get them off once again. You might break them, so you don't want to do this very often. So I expect that you will just simply put it there once and will have it like this for a long period of time, maybe even forever. Because then it just simply doesn't make much sense. And as you can see here at the back, you have not only this dynamic stand pole, but you have the cable which can go to USB. So that's definitely a great thing that it has been added here. And it is, I don't know how long, but it can be like something around 50 centimeters, so it's not bad, it's okay. And then you have this effect to be on or off, and you have also small empty places right here, which means that if you want, you can take the these big pieces from here, and you can simply added them here, so it can light on Spider-Man not only from the front but also from the back or from the side. Depends what you want, which is a nice detail. And if you don't want to use USB cable for some reason, you can simply put the batteries inside of it. So from down here, as you can see, these are some wires, but if I would put it away, then you have the place for 3 AAA batteries. Right, so that's how it looks. I'm not really impressed with the way how it looks, but I can promise you that the effect is definitely worth it. So wait for it, we will get to this part very soon. But now, one of the things which you guys have been waiting for is the Spider-Man himself. And as you can see, he's so big that I am having an issue to put him on the camera in all his glory. And first of all, I have to say that the color scheme and the glossy effect is just outstanding. I love the way how it reflects the light on his suit. It's just something extraordinary, something which you will not see very often. It comes with together with some minuses as well, but just simply the look is absolutely glorious, and I really love it. I also like the spider logo right here because he has some small green lines around his legs and around the whole spider, which adds him even more more shiny and luxurious effect. Then the head sculpt it's okay. If we will take a look on this from this angle, then you can see that the back side of his head might be too rounded, and he doesn't really have any nose or chin. So this could be better, but I think that it's not a huge issue. I believe that there will not be many people who would be sad about it whatsoever, but who might be sad about this head sculpt are the guys who would like to see the head sculpt, the unmasked head, which is not here. It's not included, and it's a missed opportunity because we really might have some really nice Spider-Man from the video game to help us build our Spider-Verse in our displays. And even though that the actor is not like actor from the movie, it's just the motion captured actor, it would be nice to have some nice face here, because for me, I personally like to have unmasked head sculpts on pretty much everyone. And to be honest with you, I was for a while in a doubt if I should still buy this figure or not, because I just simply missed the fact that the head sculpt is not included. So that's how he looks, and as you can see, if I will press this, then I can simply remove his eye and put there something else. Very simple. I like it. Right. So that's how he looks. You can also see the lines and the patterns here. This is a bit rusty, definitely rustier than what you have here on the red parts of his suit. So I do like that. This is how his boots looks like. Very simple. Yeah, why not? But then we have to start talking about the way how he can move, and that's not good. So starting off with the head, this is as far as you can get, and this is as far as you can get here, so almost nothing. You can turn his head around very simply, that's okay, but if you would like to twist him from the side to side, you just cannot really do much. It's bad. And here you have some ratchets, so you can go all the way to here. That's I believe the maximum that you can get, but as you can see, the creases are here right from the beginning, and that's not good. That's not good at all. So let's rather put him down. And here with the hands, once again, not bad with the movement, but the creasing is definitely here, and I would be worried if that I would damage his suit. There are some creases already, and I did it only twice, and so I'm a bit worried. Then we should also speak about this part right here, because I can see already some details that it might not last for long. So I'm a bit worried. I have to be really careful with this guy, maybe as careful as with Nebula, or maybe even more, because he just simply cannot move too much. Then the hands, it's okay, a classic 1/6 scale hands, and then you have this this small piece for the web shooters, or these are the web shooters actually. Then if you want to have him something like this, you can, but it looks terrible, let's be honest. He looks damaged already, so I don't support this idea. Then if you want to have him on the back, like with his belly right here. That's the maximum that you can get. So, and then if you want to twist him from side to side, also something which I'm not really big a fan of, because I'm just simply worried what could possibly happen. Then when we will be talking about legs, you can go pretty much to here. Then with the legs you can do it like this. You have this small detail, right? And then classic to the back, so that's okay. And I believe that this creasing is not as dangerous as the rest of the creasings, so hopefully this part will be okay. So that's that. So as you can see, not a lot of a range of emotions. So if you want a Spider-Man which can move and which can do a lot of poses, then this one is probably not the one for you, because this one has different ways how to shine. That's the best way how I can describe it, right? So the way how you can let him shine is simply that you will put him here, for example, like that, right? And now I will just simply press the magic button, and here on the light, I want to show you guys both options. Here on the light you can see the effect, but not too much. But let me show you how it looks like. With the lights off. That's something, right? Now he looks incredibly well. So now you can see how shiny he is, and all this luminous effect. You can see that on his head he has different color scheme and different effect than on the rest of his body, but it just looks amazing, right? So if you will like round him somehow, it can look maybe even better. It really depends what do you want to do with him, but I absolutely love it. He looks so badass right now, and the UV light effect is definitely much better than I expected. I was thinking that it will just look well on the promo pictures, but the reality will be completely different. But I have to say that that my expectations were definitely lower for this one. And you can even see, like, if you will focus on the spider on his chest, then it's not really visible on the camera, but trust me, he looks insanely well, because you can see all the green lights, the green lines around the spider and on the web itself. So this is even better. So this is absolutely amazing, and I highly suggest to display your Spider-Man like this, maybe with a better pose. Depends what you will what you have on your mind already. But on the other hand, if you are thinking about buying this one, then definitely consider if you have a place for him where you can display him like that, because I don't think that you will enjoy him too much if he will not have this UV effect light on. If you will have him simply on the light with his glossy effect, because you just simply cannot move him too much. So definitely think about it twice if you have a place where to put him. Also with respect to the silver sable pieces right here, because they are really higher than usual. And if you will put the batteries inside, or if you will put the USB cable somewhere, because it's definitely worth it. Okay, so that's how he looks, and that's the way how he should look. And I will show you guys a few more poses with him, and we will wrap up. All right, so we have here one simple pose, nothing really extraordinary, just having his web shooters ready and screaming Spider-Man is here. And it's not very complicated, it's very simple, but I believe that most of you will have him in a position which will be basically close to what he is right now, because even though that he has plenty of hands, you would still be risking damaging his suit with some extra positions. So yeah, why not start with this? Alright, so then we have this small Spider-Verse universum. I have only 2 Spider-Mans so far, so I cannot do more than something like this. But yeah, why not to have him like that? And by the way, the Spider-Man in homemade suit is slightly shorter than the one on the left with his mark for advanced suit. So yeah, for some of you it might be good to know that. So that's another pose. And here we have the last pose. Not very different from the previous one, but this time Spidey looks like basically he would have a sword or like somebody like maybe for Robin Hood or somebody like that. So that's why I have decided to put Hawkeye next to him. And as you can also see, he's ready to throw the robo spider drone, whatever the name is of the small Spidey. I forgot it. It's been a long time since I played the game. So he's ready to throw it at him. And definitely I suggest you to be really careful if you want to put this small spider into his hand, because it can simply fall down and be destroyed. Yeah, so that's how he looks like. Overall, I have to say that I really like this figure. I definitely suggest you to buy this one before he will sell off. But you have to once again consider if you want a Spider-Man which you can pose, because you cannot really pose this one, or if you want a Spider-Man who just looks incredibly well by himself, even with lights on or off. So if you want Spider-Man who looks incredibly well, then this might be your guy. He's not from the movies, he's from the video game. It's still only an alternative suit. He could have more accessories, he could have better base, he could have a secondary head sculpt, but still he looks and is amazing, pun intended, as he should be. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you liked this video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification icon. Put some like on there, or even let me know down in the comments below what do you think about him, if you have him, and if you do, what do you think about him. And if you don't have him and you are thinking about buying him, then if this review has helped you to decide whether you should or should not buy him. For me, I'm happy that I have him. I'm not planning to sell him anytime soon, and he will be incredibly good in my collection. So hopefully I will be able to get Miles Morales from the video game as well. Then I would be able to do some diorama. And if Hot Toys would have decided to create some more villains from the video game, because from the video game we don't have any, even though that we still have a plenty of suits for Spider-Man, then that would be definitely good. But yes, that's all. Thank you guys. See you around in the next video.